In Making Money today, we're revisiting equities, specifically stocks, and how they can make you money.
Today we are going to talk about equity. And equity in simple terms, and you shouldn't get worried by the complicated terms that financial experts want to use all the time, equity, debt, and so on. The issue with equity is that someone is getting a part of your business. Now the natural question is, how do you get that person? Because you wouldn't know. You can't just keep approaching people, do you want a part of a business, you want this, you want that. So there are two ways. The first way is through the stock exchange. As I said, the stock exchange is also called the stock market. And by stock, we mean a share. And by share, a share is a share. They are taking a share of your business. So if you list your company, by listing it means you take your company somewhere to the market and say, I want people to own part of my business and I want this much money. And if they're interested, they buy. They can keep it for a particular period of time. If they don't want it anymore, they sell it to the next person. In that market, it's just like you go to Nakawa market and you can buy vegetables. If you are tired, you take it back and say, please sell this for me, and so on. Obviously, when you buy something and you're selling it the second time, sometimes it might be cheaper, sometimes it might be more expensive. It depends on the dynamics in the market. So that's what we call the stock exchange. Now, in Uganda, we have two main stock exchanges. We have the Uganda Stock Exchange and we have Altex. So these are two stock exchanges. Unfortunately, for smaller companies, the options to list are not as abundant as for bigger companies. That's why you see that in the Uganda Stock Exchange, you have companies like Uganda Clays, you have New Vision, you have DFC. These are big companies. So for a smaller company, you have limited choices in this space. Of course, there are initiatives that are underway to ensure that there are additional options for smaller companies to list, but at the moment, I would say that the options are not that many. Now, the second way is what we call private equity. In private equity, someone comes, talks to you, buys a portion of your business, and they co-own that business with you. Often, they want to run it with you. Often, they want to give direction in the way the business is run. And this is where choice comes in. If you're getting someone's money and you're asking them to be a co-owner, it means you must allow them to also take decisions. They can't bring their money and then you want to take decisions on their behalf. So it means that on one hand, you're owning a small part of a bigger thing than owning a small thing alone. The challenge with owning a small thing alone is that you struggle alone, you fall with it alone. But if you bring someone on board, it means that you can work with this person and you can support each other in times of difficulty. Now, private equity is becoming a very important mode of investment. There is a lot of money that people have used to invest in private businesses. However, and I'll talk this later, for you to attract a private equity investor, there are certain things that you must have. For people to associate with you, they must appreciate your value system, they must appreciate the business that you're in, they must appreciate the way that you do business, they must see opportunities for growth. If those things are not there, then they are not going to bring their money on board.